because, as you may know, first let's talk about the Facebook user design experience. As you may know, as a free user of Facebook, there's a price to pay. You're not the customer, you're the product. And so the very user design experience of Facebook is designed for addiction and vanity, and it's designed to really highlight the individualism over the community experience, even within Facebook groups, but especially in the newsfeed. And I've noticed that many Facebook alternatives are just emulating the Facebook newsfeed design as well. So it doesn't really make much of a difference, except for the fact that some of these are cryptocurrency based. So at least you get paid for it. So we need a completely new alternative user design experience. And somebody needs to create this. But this is not what this talk is about. This talk is about what to do in the meantime when you are on Facebook or similar user design experiences, and what to do about it. It's related to this larger topic of how to clear mental clutter and how to increase your capacity to process information. It's part one of my Changemaker series. And part two will be on how to increase your capacity to feel, and then part three will be on how to increase your capacity for transformation, and then maybe a fourth part on really new money for a new world. So this is about information. So the Facebook user design experiences has all of this information coming at you, similar to when you watch TV. And a lot of people, their strategy is to avoid it, to take a Facebook break for several days or even several months or even one weekend and to rest. And that's good too. And at the same time, we need a strategy beyond avoidance, because we don't have too many years left if you truly understand what's going on in the world behind the scenes, whether it's the species extinction that's happening in the world. Hi, Gabby and Bob. Whether it's racism, whether it's the fact that all of this inflation we've been exporting to other countries is coming back home, and we're very close to the collapse of the US dollar, which is why I support alternative currency systems. So there is a way you can increase your capacity to process information using sacred geometry. And similar to a practice I already do, an awareness practice. In fact, there are two versions of this. One is to imagine yourself as a ball of awareness and your mind as this infinite house with many different rooms. And this ball of awareness can go into many different rooms. The other way is to flip it, is to imagine yourself as as pure infinite awareness that's expanded, and that you can go inside many of these different rooms. Same thing when you're outside, when you're observing outside phenomenon that's not inside your mind. So that's easier to do than using sacred geometry. So you imagine that right in front of you there is a rose, and really it can be anything. You can imagine a point of light. The object doesn't matter. The point is to use that as a point to make a shape. Hi, Amy. Welcome. So I'm teaching about sacred geometry to increase your capacity to process information. So you imagine a rose or a point of light in front of you, then a point of light to your right, a point of light behind you, and a point of light to your left. And then you join those points to make a diamond. And then you imagine a point of light above your head, and then you join all of these points to make a pyramid, an upward pyramid. And then you imagine a point of light below your feet. So now it's an upside down pyramid below you and above you, and together they form what's known as an oxyhedron. And now when you have different projects, multiple projects going on, instead of feeling overwhelmed, instead of feeling like you're inside the project, what you do now is you imagine the project outside you, in front of you, this oxyhedron, and you imagine it inside a smaller oxyhedron. And whatever other project you have, you can just keep on coming up with smaller and more and more of these small oxyhedrons all over you, almost like in the movie Iron Man, and you can just focus on any of these objects. So now they're outside you instead of inside you. So now you're no longer overwhelmed. Same thing when you're scrolling through your phone, going through the Facebook newsfeed, you can go inside this oxyhedron and imagine that the phone, the newsfeed that you're scrolling, is inside an oxyhedron that you're observing, so that you're no longer inside it, but it is inside you, or it is in front of you that you're observing. So you're closer to your own intuition, to your own true self, to your own expansiveness. And that way you won't be overwhelmed by this newsfeed. And you can even know which post to actually read and pay attention to and which post to ignore. Even your intuition becomes greater. And sometimes the irony is that if you do this often enough, in a strong, powerful way, hi Rishikesh, you might not even want to be on that newsfeed very long anymore. You might want to just stop it sometimes because you're closer to yourself. And this is so important because the whole Facebook newsfeed is designed to like just grab, there's this spidery energy to grab your attention all the time. And whether good or bad, it's still getting you away from yourself rather than connecting you back to yourself, to your own agenda. And of course, it is important. There's a time and place to connect to community also, to not just be self-centered. At the same time, there's an agenda, not only on Facebook, but in the larger world, similar to the shock doctrine, where, shocking you with one drama and one trauma after another, and getting you away from your purpose and the solution that you're here to create and the problem you're here to solve. And so every day ask yourself, what is the problem I'm here to solve? How can I be of service to the world? And then from that place, you look at the newsfeed, and from that place, you process information. What is the best information that can help support me the most? And of course, information alone will not help you. We need transformation. We need to increase our capacity to feel. So that will be the topic of the next series. So hi, Gabby, Bob, Amy, and Rishikesh. So thank you for watching. Let us know. Let me know if this was helpful. And go ahead and comment below any questions you have. And feel free to click some likes or click some hearts and click share if this has been helpful. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.